It was announced that a trade agreement was signed with Trump. The U.S. has signed a trade agreement with the European Union. This was announced yesterday, July 27th, after a conversation between U.S. President Donald Trump and the President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, in Scotland. According to him, the European Union has agreed to purchase $750 billion worth of energy resources from the U.S. and to invest another $600 billion into the U.S. economy. Additionally, Brussels will purchase a very large amount of military equipment. For your information, this agreement allows the European Union to avoid the 30% tariffs that Trump planned to introduce starting from the 1st of August this year. Within the framework of the agreement, the U.S. will impose a 15% tariff on a large portion of imports from the European Union, including automobiles. Before this, the European Union had imposed a 25% tariff on the import of cars and auto parts to the U.S. Brussels, on the other hand, will open a duty-free market for U.S. exports, says Trump. The U.S. president has called this agreement the largest deal. Ursula von der Leyen has said that this agreement will lead to stability. U.S. Secretary of Commerce Govert Lutzen, meanwhile, stated that a decision regarding tariffs on the import of chips and pharmaceuticals from the European Union is expected to be made in about 2 weeks. It is worth noting that the parties have been negotiating the trade agreement since the spring months. At that time, Trump announced the introduction of tariffs on nearly 200 countries. For the European Union, this rate is supposed to be 20%. Prior to this, the U.S. had imposed a 25% tariff on steel and aluminum imports from the European Union. Later on, these tariffs were doubled. Let us remind you, earlier it was reported that Donald Trump had visited Scotland and, during a meeting with journalists at Glasgow Prestwick Airport, called on Europeans to abandon wind turbines and to stop migration. Thank you for your attention. Don't forget to subscribe to the Z News channel, hit the like button, and leave a comment. Thank you.